Yeah, so about 1 o'clock in the morning, we received a call for a fire in the 100 block of Leekes Lot Way, which is just off of Philly Square Drive, not far from our Darnestown Firehouse 31. Firefighters arrived on the scene. They had pretty heavy fire conditions in a good-sized two-story, a single-family home. The roof was fully involved, or it appeared as though fire was coming from the roof. They immediately called for some reinforcements, which eventually would bring about 100 firefighters to the scene. Now, the lone occupant of the house was outside. He said that he had a fire in the fireplace. He thought that he had a fire in the chimney. He had gone around to try to discover what was, if there was any problem. By the time he got outside, the whole roof was on fire. Now these roofs, many of them in this area are wood shingle roofs. Again, there was a pretty significant fire. Now, as our firefighters made their aggressive attack on the fire, they were able to get in up to the second floor. The attic was on fire, as well as the roof at this point. We had 5 or 6 firefighters, maybe a few more up on the second floor when there was a catastrophic failure of the roof, or a collapse, in other words. Now, they were able to call a mayday. That's essentially a firefighter in trouble. We had personnel and crews available to go immediately to their assistance, which they did. And within a few minutes, they were able to get out. Fortunately, none of the injuries were serious. They were all transported to the hospital as a precaution, 5 firefighters. But again, their injuries were not serious. In fact, they were treated and released. In the meantime, we had nearly 100 firefighters on the scene. It did take several hours to completely extinguish the fire. Of course, we had potential for additional collapse. In fact, that problem exists even today. But the roof did collapse onto the second floor. Fire was extinguished probably in about 45 minutes after that point. There were no other injuries. As I said, the occupant did get out. Fire investigators believe that the fire was accidental. As I said, believe that the fire was in the fireplace. There was a fire in the chimney. Some embers got up onto the wood shingles, started a fire at that point. Probably a little bit of a delay before the resident noticed that there wasn't, in fact, a fire. So as I said, by the time the firefighters arrived from just a couple blocks away, they had some pretty significant fire conditions.